Morning, America. Today is election day. I hope you're all doing your civic duty, and I am going to be doing mine by burning my ballot. Now, let me explain to you why. So, my old phone used to be able to swap between cameras while we're recording. This one cannot. I am fighting the wind, and I don't know if I won. We had a little flare up. It started off nicely, but I don't know how much of it caught. No, it looks like it's still working pretty well. Yeah, it's going. So we're gonna let that build up for a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Um, I'm gonna burn my ballot. It's already filled out. Just so you see, the date. I guess whatever. I'm gonna. The date says October 28th, 2024. So why do I still have it? Right? Am I gonna turn it in at my election office today, which is a totally viable option, by the way? I'm going to drink some of my coffee, mostly because I want to move it away from the fire ring before it gets too hot. Mm. So, um, all that election mail you get that's like inundating you, indoctrinating you into trying to vote one way or the other. If you ever look, there's a little corner on it that's usually almost always says postage paid, especially if it's coming from a Democrat or Republican. And that's because the government pays for that. So you don't have to take my word for it, but I'm an Eagle Scout. I started studying the way our government works back when I was like 10 in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. I had to take citizenship in the community and citizenship in the nation merit badges. In high school, I took AP government, and then in college, eventually went to go become a political science major. I did not get my degree though because in the summer between my senior and junior year, my girlfriend broke up with me and I just couldn't handle it. Don't date in college, kids. But I spent 4 years studying political science, and then ever since then, I've just been silently watching. And the craziest thing about it was they kind of like pulled a fast one on me, right? The advisors in college, they made me think I'd be like learning political philosophy. It's like they start you off reading Hobbes and Locke and Kant, and it's just like, oh, cool. It's like, this is what we're going to do. No, by like year three, it's like, this is the math of how people vote and why people vote that way. And these are the equations you need to know to win an election. That's actually how fucked up it is. So like, I know you guys don't believe this probably, but the political parties don't matter. Like, none of it matters. No matter whether you vote for the person wearing the red tie or whether you vote for the person wearing the blue tie, the military industrial complex still gets funded, the rich still get richer, and the poor still get poorer. They just keep this game going on so you keep fighting amongst yourselves. And one of the craziest ways they do it is through controlling the money, because you can usually determine who's going to win an election with about 90% accuracy based on who raises more money. There's like a few outliers when you have a massive grassroots movement like Obama did, but for 90% of the time, it's going to be whoever raises more money wins the election. So, the reason that it's so important that we only have a two-party system in this country is because most people don't know this, but if you are a Democrat or a Republican candidate, you get free money to help run your campaign, or at least write-offs and stuff like that. I don't know the specifics of it anymore. This shit was like, uh, 2013 was my last year in college, so it was literally over 10 years ago now. I haven't studied the specifics of election law. I've just been watching the meta of politics so much since then. But the reason why it's important is because if a party does not get at least 5% of the national vote in a presidential election, it doesn't get any funding to send out mail and phone calls and election propaganda and all that bullshit. But you know what's crazy? What I didn't expect? That square right there that says first class postage required. I have to pay nothing to be inundated with their bullshit. But the moment it comes to actually exercising my right to vote, they are going to charge me a fee for it. And normally I wouldn't care, right? Because it's like 70 cents or something when you do like the first class postage. Now, I don't know what it is. It goes up by 20 cents every year, I swear to God. I don't know how that's possible because like 10 years ago, it was 20 cents and like now it's going up, whatever. Anyways, uh, I've been like going through it lately. Which is one of the reasons why, if you guys know me, you know I haven't been creating content for a while. I've been going through a move and I couldn't buy a stamp. So, um, also, my driver's license just expired and I couldn't afford to replace my driver's license, renew my driver's license. So, I am 2 hours away from my polling place and I'm not going to drive there illegally to submit my ballot. And even though I have like some money in an account, the account that's linked to my debit card, which I would have been able to use at the post office, has like 40 cents in it. So, and it would have taken like 3 to 5 days to move stuff from that other online account to this account. And then that's another 3 to 5 days or 1 to 3 days, whatever, first class mail. It just wouldn't have gotten there on time. So I was like, how can I still make my vote count without mailing in? Because I filled it out, send the whole thing out. Dude, I have never not voted. You know, I was so excited when I was old enough to vote in the 2018 election. And I'm so glad that I did because that that election proved to me like how much politics is a lie. Like I knew before I even graduated college because it was like, holy shit, none of them ever deliver any of the change they're promising. So, you know, there's one thing they tell us how to do really, really well in the Boy Scouts. Well, a lot of things. Taught us how to be a good citizen. And you know what? It's kind of hard to be a good citizen in a country that's not a good country anymore. So they also taught us how to start a fire. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Can you see that? Cool. Now, I'm burning my own ballot here. So while I'm sure there are laws against burning ballots for elections, I believe this would fall under my First Amendment protections that are freedom of speech, similar to that of burning a flag, which has been protected by the Supreme Court. By the way, the whole reason I was studying political science is because I wanted to become a Supreme Court justice. But then, you know, I realized I'd have to go to law school. And I hated school so much, I was like, there's no way I'm doing 4 more fucking years. And then I didn't end up getting my degree anyway, so none of it mattered. But we're here now. Mm. I love some good coffee. But yeah, God, that was freeing, actually. I was like kind of scared to do it at first, I have to admit, but now I'm happy I did it. So what's the point of all this? If you're still watching, you're one of the real ones. And I just want to say I'm running out of hope that we can fix this without fires. But if there's any hope left, it is going to be in you guys, all of us together, breaking the stranglehold the two-party system has on this country. If you do, if you want to stop seeing Donald Trump, you want to stop seeing Hillary Clinton, you want to stop seeing Joe Biden, you want to stop seeing, uh, I don't know, pick your favorite politician you hate on either side. You want to stop seeing them, stop playing their games, right? They're just passing you back and forth like boys at a frat college party, you know? I call it the political pendulum, you know? It's like it swings back to the left and they bend you over and fuck you with all the stupid leftist policies that obviously don't work. So then the right's able to swing it back and like be, oh, look how stupid the left is. Now it's our turn to fuck you in the ass. Stop buying into it. I gotta stop this video because the fire has a mind of its own now, and I need to do something about that before it gets out of control because there is a lot of stuff for it to get out of control. Don't worry, I'm also a 10-year veteran of a fire department, so if anyone can handle this, it's me. The big thing is stop voting Democrat and Republican. It doesn't matter which one you are, stop voting for both of them. They intentionally created this system, and they've told you that if you don't vote Democrat or Republican, your vote is wasted. Well, they're lying because it's actually the opposite. As long as you vote Democrat or Republican, if you hate the way things are right now, you're wasting your vote because it's the Democrats and the Republicans working together that built this bullshit. If you want to fix it, you got to stop playing their games. Vote a third party candidate. I don't even care which one, just don't vote for the liars anymore. Vote for a third party candidate. And once third parties start getting that 5% of the national vote in the presidential election, only the presidential vote doesn't matter. Local, you like got a friend who's put a D or an R next to their name, vote for them, right? But in the presidential election, don't vote Trump. Don't vote Biden. Vote anyone but either of them. If you hate Trump or you hate Biden, don't vote for the other one. Because and you know, it's such a fucking game that Biden isn't even the goddamn candidate anymore. You know they're playing games when like someone shows up with a shepherd's crook, pulls the guy off stage because he can't figure out how to walk off the stage by himself on his own, and then places a DEI insert there. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Now I'm going to get canceled, and people are going to call me a conservative because I called her a DEI insert. But, ooh, I almost, dude, my tongue got twisted. Man, I wish I would have like actually kind of said a word that sounded like the word people are gonna think I said, but no, I didn't say that. Man, I wish I was still the edgy 13-year-old that would have said that, but no. Hey, we all had our gamer days, right? I have to go do things. I'm probably gonna go sleep because I've been up all night thinking about how to fix things. And I don't know. This is the best thing I came up with. I don't really expect much to come of it, but Got to do something, you know? All right. I'll see you guys on the other side.